Aries, in exactly 7 days, something massive shifts in your empty nest energy. And I just pulled the Hermit for you, which is not what anyone expects for fire sign transformation. But this is about to blow your mind. Wait, hold on. Everyone thinks empty nest means depression and loneliness, but actually, you're about to discover your most powerful phase yet. And the cards are screaming this message. I've been doing readings for 12 years, and I have never seen this combination for Aries empty nesters before. The comments are already going crazy, and we haven't even started. Let me tell you what happened to Sarah, an Aries mom from Texas who messaged me last week. She said, quote, "I thought my life was over when my youngest left for college. But then she discovered something that changed everything, and now she's living her dream life." You're about to find out exactly what that was because your cards are showing the same pattern. The Hermit just jumped out of my deck for you, Aries, and this is absolutely wild because fire signs rarely get introspective cards. But listen to this. This isn't about hiding away or being lonely. This is about you finally having the space to discover who you are without being mom first, partner second, friend third. The lantern in this card, it's your inner fire that's been dimmed for years while you took care of everyone else. 7 days from today, you're going to feel this shift in your solar plexus. It's going to feel like someone just turned up the volume on your soul. The Hermit is telling you that this quiet time, this emptiness you're feeling, it's not a punishment. It's preparation. You're being prepared for something huge, and I'm getting chills just thinking about it. The mountain in the Hermit card represents the journey you've already climbed. Aries, you've spent 18 plus years climbing that mountain of motherhood, and now you're at the peak looking down at what you've accomplished. But here's what's incredible. You're also looking forward at a completely new landscape that's opening up for you. I'm seeing this energy of rediscovery that's uniquely Aries. You're not going to slowly ease into this new phase like other signs might. No, you're going to launch into it with all that cardinal fire energy. But first, the Hermit says you need these 7 days to really tune into what your soul is calling for, not what society expects from empty nesters. Oh my gosh, Aries. I just pulled Queen of Cups, and this is making me emotional because this represents the evolved version of your nurturing energy. This isn't about being done with caring for others. This is about caring for others from a place of overflow instead of depletion. Queen of Cups is sitting on her throne by the ocean, and she's completely serene. That's you in 7 days. You're going to feel this incredible emotional mastery where you can give love without losing yourself. The cup in her hands is overflowing because she's learned to fill her own cup first. That's the secret Sarah from Texas discovered. The water around Queen of Cups represents your emotional intelligence that's been developing all these years through motherhood. But now, instead of it being drained constantly by children's needs, it's going to be this beautiful source of wisdom and intuition that guides your next chapter. You're going to trust your feelings in a way you never could before because you finally have the quiet space to actually hear them. This queen has seashells around her throne, which symbolizes treasures from the deep. Aries, your empty nest phase is going to reveal treasures within yourself that have been buried under years of busy schedules and everyone else's priorities. These are gifts and talents and dreams that are about to resurface in the most beautiful way. Okay, I need to share something that's happening in my private community right now. Members are having complete breakthroughs with this exact energy, and the stories are absolutely incredible. The transformation happens so fast once you understand what's really going on. Let me pull one more card for what's coming after these 7 days. Oh, wow. Ace of Wands just literally flew out of my deck. This is pure Aries energy, and it's telling us that your new beginning is going to be explosive in the best possible way. Ace of Wands is a lightning bolt of inspiration and creative energy. That empty nest isn't going to stay empty for long because you're about to fill it with projects and passions and pursuits that light you up from the inside. The hand emerging from the cloud is offering you this wand of pure potential, and it's happening in exactly 7 days. The mountain in the background of Ace of Wands shows that yes, there will be work involved in this new chapter, but it's going to be the kind of work that energizes you instead of drains you. This is work that aligns with your authentic self, not work you do because you have to or because others expect it. I'm seeing new creative projects starting. I'm seeing business ventures that have been on the back burner suddenly becoming viable. I'm seeing travel plans and adventure dreams finally getting the attention they deserve. The castle in the distance on Ace of Wands represents the kingdom you're about to build for yourself. But here's what's really powerful about this card sequence. The Hermit gave you the inner wisdom, Queen of Cups gave you the emotional mastery, and now Ace of Wands is giving you the creative fire to act on both. This is a perfect trinity of cards for an Aries empty nester. You know what's interesting? I keep getting messages from Aries asking, but what if I don't know what I want to do with my freedom? And that's exactly why these 7 days are so crucial. The Hermit phase is going to reveal desires and dreams you didn't even know you had suppressed. Let me tell you about another client, Michael, an Aries dad whose kids moved out last year. He said the first month was brutal, but then something clicked, and now he's running photography workshops around the world. That's Ace of Wands energy in action. Your version might look completely different, but the energy is the same. The timing is absolutely perfect because we're moving into a new astrological season that supports this kind of rebirth for fire signs. The universe is literally conspiring to support your transformation, and these cards are confirming it. I just want to pause here because I'm feeling so much excitement for you. This isn't about replacing your children or trying to go back to who you were before you had kids. This is about integrating all that wisdom and experience into a new version of yourself that's more powerful than ever. Queen of Cups especially is showing me that your intuition is about to become your superpower. All those years of mom instincts and reading people's needs and managing household energy, that's trained you to be incredibly psychic and intuitive. Now you get to use those skills for your dreams and goals. The empty nest phase for Aries is like having a race car that's finally cleared for takeoff. You've been idling in the pit stop for years, making sure everyone else had what they needed, and now it's your turn to floor it and see what you're really capable of. Let me pull one more card for any challenges you might face, and I'm getting 5 of Pentacles. Now don't panic because this isn't about financial ruin. This is about the fear of financial insecurity that might try to hold you back from fully embracing this new chapter. 5 of Pentacles shows 2 figures walking past a church window, and they're so focused on their lack that they don't see the help that's available right there. Aries, this card is warning you not to let fear of financial instability keep you from pursuing your dreams during this transition. The figures in 5 of Pentacles are walking in snow, representing a temporary difficult period, but they're passing by resources that could help them. Your empty nest might come with reduced expenses, but also potentially reduced income if you've been a stay-at-home parent, and this card is saying don't let that fear paralyze you. But here's the beautiful thing, the church window is lit up and warm, showing that support is available. Whether that's a partner's income, savings you've built up, or new income streams from your Ace of Wands projects, the resources are there. You just have to not be so focused on the fear that you miss the opportunities. This card is also about community and asking for help when you need it. The church represents both spiritual support and community support. Don't try to figure out this transition completely alone. There are people who want to help you succeed in this new phase. I'm also seeing that some of you might feel guilty about spending money on yourself after years of spending on children's needs. 5 of Pentacles is saying that mentality could actually harm your transition. You need to invest in yourself now. You need to spend money on the things that will help you discover and develop your new path. The energy is shifting so dramatically around you right now. I can feel it through the screen. Some of you are getting goosebumps because your soul recognizes this truth. This isn't just another phase of life you have to endure. This is the phase where you finally get to prioritize yourself without guilt. Let me share something personal. I went through my own version of this transition, and I remember feeling so lost at first. But then I realized that lost feeling wasn't actually about not knowing what to do. It was about having so many options after years of limited choices. That's what the hermit period is really about, sorting through all the possibilities and choosing what resonates with your authentic self. Queen of Cups is showing me that your nurturing energy isn't going anywhere, it's just evolving. You might find yourself mentoring younger people in your field or starting a business that helps others or volunteering for causes you care about. But now you'll be doing it from choice, not obligation. The Cup in Queen of Cups hands is overflowing, which means you'll have energy to give because you're not constantly depleted. This is what happens when you prioritize your own fulfillment. You actually become more giving, not less, because you're giving from abundance instead of emptiness. I'm getting a vision of you 6 months from now, and you're absolutely glowing with purpose and excitement. The empty nest energy has transformed into launching pad energy. Your home becomes a place of creativity and inspiration, not just a monument to memories of when the kids lived there. Ace of Wands is promising that the inspiration is going to hit you like lightning. It might happen in the shower, or during a walk, or in that moment right before you fall asleep. But when it hits, you'll know. You'll feel that familiar Aries excitement that says, yes, this is it. And here's something beautiful. Your children are going to benefit from watching you live authentically. They're going to see that life doesn't end when they leave home, it transforms. They're going to be proud of your courage to start over, and they're going to learn that it's never too late to pursue your dreams. Some of you are worried about seeming selfish or like you're glad your kids are gone, but that's not what this is about at all. You can miss them and be excited about your new freedom. You can love being their mom and love discovering who you are beyond that role. Both things can be true. The Hermit is giving you permission to take time to really think about what you want. Not what looks good on social media, not what other empty nesters are doing, not what your mother did, but what makes your soul light up. This is probably the first time in decades you've had the luxury of purely selfish dreaming. The path ahead of the Hermit winds into the distance, showing that this journey of self-discovery doesn't have a fixed endpoint. You're not trying to solve your whole life in the next 7 days. You're just trying to take the first step on a path that will keep revealing itself as you walk it. I keep seeing themes of adventure and travel for Aries empty nesters. Ace of Wands especially has this energy of exploration and bold moves. Some of you are going to completely relocate. Others are going to travel extensively. Others are going to have adventures right in your own city, but with a completely new perspective. The mountains in both the Hermit and Ace of Wands cards represent achievement and reaching new heights. You're not sliding downhill into irrelevance after your kids leave. You're climbing toward new peaks that might be even more satisfying than the ones you've already conquered. Let me address something I know some of you are thinking, but what if I fail? 5 of Pentacles actually speaks to this fear. The people in that card are so afraid of not having enough that they don't even try to get help. But failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. And at this stage of your life, you have so much wisdom and experience that your chances of success are actually higher than ever. Your empty nest years could be your best years if you approach them with the right energy. And I'm seeing from these cards that you absolutely have everything you need to make that happen. The introspection of the Hermit, the emotional wisdom of Queen of Cups, the creative fire of Ace of Wands, and even the resourcefulness that comes from 5 of Pentacles challenges. Oh, I just realized something. Some of my personal reading spots opened up yesterday and they filled up so fast. The energy around family transitions is just incredibly intense right now, and everyone wants guidance through it. But here's what I really want you to understand. These 7 days starting now are like a cosmic reset button for your life. You get to choose who you become next, and that choice is completely yours. No one else gets a vote. No one else gets to tell you what's appropriate or realistic or sensible for someone your age. The Hermit Lantern represents your inner knowing, and after years of tuning into everyone else's needs, you're finally going to tune back into your own frequency. It's going to feel like coming home to yourself in the most beautiful way. The star on the Hermit staff represents divine guidance, and I'm seeing that you're going to receive so much spiritual support during this transition. Pay attention to synchronicities, signs, and intuitive hits over the next week especially. The universe is trying to communicate with you about your next steps. Queen of Cups throne being by the ocean represents the vastness of possibility ahead of you. The ocean is infinite, just like your potential at this stage of life. Don't let anyone convince you that your best years are behind you. They're absolutely not. I'm seeing some of you starting businesses, some going back to school, some traveling the world, some becoming artists, some becoming activists, some finding love again, some deepening existing relationships, some discovering spiritual practices, some getting involved in community leadership. The point is, there's no one right way to do this transition. Ace of Wands is pure potential energy, and it's reminding you that you get to choose what to create with this freedom. The wand is being offered to you from the divine realm, meaning this isn't just your own willpower. This is supported by higher forces. The leaves falling from the Ace of Wands represent new growth and fresh starts. Just like trees that lose their leaves in fall and come back even stronger in spring, your empty nest phase is preparing you for incredible new growth. You know what's making me so excited for you? This isn't about trying to recapture your youth or pretending you don't have adult children. This is about becoming the most evolved, wise, experienced version of yourself, and then using all of that to create something amazing. The energy I'm feeling from your cards is like a phoenix rising from ashes, but the ashes aren't destruction, they're transformation. Every year you spent focused on your family's needs was building your capacity to create something beautiful for yourself now. Queen of Cups especially is showing me that your emotional intelligence is going to be a huge asset in whatever you choose to pursue. Whether that's business, relationships, creative projects, or service work, your ability to understand and work with emotions is going to set you apart. Some of you are going to become coaches or therapists or counselors because you understand the human experience so deeply. Others are going to channel that emotional intelligence into art or writing or music that moves people. Others are going to use it to build businesses that really serve people's needs. The seashells around Queen of Cups throne represent treasures from the depths, and I keep seeing that you're going to discover talents and interests that you didn't even know you had. Things that got buried under years of busy family life are going to resurface and surprise you. I need to tell you something that's been coming through really strongly. Your empty nest is not empty at all. It's full of possibility, full of potential, full of dreams that are finally getting space to breathe and grow. The only thing that's empty is the old structure that no longer serves you. Ace of Wands promises that inspiration is coming fast. When it hits, don't second guess it. Trust that Aries instinct and act on it. The time for overthinking is over. The time for bold action is beginning. These 7 days are your preparation period. Use them to dream big, to remember who you were before you became so focused on everyone else, to imagine who you could become with all this wisdom and experience and freedom. The universe is about to support you in ways you can't even imagine. The hermit journey is solitary, but it's not lonely. It's sacred time with yourself that you probably haven't had in decades. Embrace it. Journal, meditate, take long walks, have conversations with your soul. Let yourself remember what you love, what excites you, what makes you feel alive. And remember, your children leaving home isn't rejection, it's success. You raise them so well that they're ready to build their own lives. That's the ultimate parenting achievement, and now you get to focus on your own life with that same level of care and attention. The comments are absolutely exploding right now with people sharing their empty nest transformation stories, and I'm getting chills reading them. You all feel this energy too, and it's incredible how connected we all are in this experience. Your new chapter starts in exactly 7 days, and it's going to be more beautiful than anything you can imagine right now. Trust the process, trust your instincts, and trust that you deserve this happiness and fulfillment just as much as anyone else. Subscribe now because next week I'm pulling cards for what happens after you make this transition, and you're not going to want to miss it. Your future depends on understanding this energy, and I'm here to guide you through every step. If you want more of this deep dive energy, you know where to find me.